Hello, and welcome everyone. It's been quite the long time coming, I'd say. First time stream viewers, welcome. Returning stream viewers, I do have a lot to explain. We do have a lot to go through. Hi guys, seeing you in this corner. Hello, everybody. Happy December. So I can't wait for a great Christmas and 2022. Real soon, like pandemic happened and time really just zoomed us by, didn't it? Yeah, it surely did. Yeah, it's like his B-day. I'm skipping school just to be here, and I have no regrets. Thank you. If that's pretty humbling. Hello there, everyone. Hello, I. He's fallen to the VTuber plague. Hey. I did tried my hand on it from last year, okay? Let's not try to jump our guns already. So, okay, first of all, new set, as we can see here, this space that we have over here. Welcome to the Pirates Bay. That's right. The Mega 64 boys have kindly allowed me to use this space whilst they're using their new podcast set, as we have a reference photo over here, the Pirates Bay set from their first stream using their set from back in October of 2018. Do you think it looks close? I think it's pretty darn close. And as you can see over on the barrels, I've placed my three SH Monsteros Godzillas on atop the barrel. And then I also have my silver YouTube award on top of the piano keys. Pretty great stuff. Just kind of like little decorations over there. And then up over on the left top corner, you could see the Godzilla height chart. Obviously, not the one that included Godzilla Earth, because he would dwarf every other version. It would be not worth it. Thank you everyone who are showing up at this very moment. We do have a lot to go through because, all right, this is basically like what the last time I streamed is like February. It's been that long, and here's the thing: I didn't go anywhere. I really have just been here. It's just that there were a whole lot of quirks and corners that I had to like get my way around to be able to sort of like confidently want to stream. And ultimately with today, it's like you know what? I don't really know what kind of video I do for my birthday. Guess I'll stream. So here we are. And don't tell anyone because technically where I am GMT +8, it's technically already the 3rd of December. But most of my audience is in the States, so technically it's still the 2nd of December for most of you guys. So hey, even if I get to, does that mean I'm cheating extra hours for my birthday? The answer is yes, but does anyone really care? Maybe you guys do, but like ultimately inconsequential. Whatever. But Ultima has the thickest legs. Yeah, he does. His proportions are very weird. I love your Godzilla content. Thank you. Oh, man. So, first of all, what do you think we should go through today? Izumi deserves 500,000 subscribers. We'll get to there if we get to there, when we get to there. So, first of all, what should we talk about? Because Ultima is a rather large lad. Who in Shin Godzilla thighs or Godzilla Ultima? Your content is 100% awesome. Thank you. He's does. So, it's your birthday. You chose. Do you have Discord? Not a server, and I have my reasons. So, okay, Bayformers fan over there going, are you ladies man 217? Where is the eBay 5 and 21153? Where are the glasses? Says Barricade from the first Bayformers movie. Oh man, I still haven't finished Godzilla Singular Point. And also, to be honest, haven't actually started watching that series as well on my end. because okay, I have to get some things off my chest too about like some of these things with like everyone being so I guess passionate, which is great, but I do have to get something off my chest, which is what I realized is that not to say that I'm not a Godzilla fan. Godzilla forbid. Blah. That's a very bad. But like what I realized is that if I were to compare myself to like other Goji fans, I can definitely tell there's a strong dissonance between one and the other, and that is basically okay. I shouldn't be calling out, but it's like hey, but it's like okay, Toku Titan cast shoutouts monstrosities Tokusatsu vlogs. Godzilla says that you should take off your stupid glasses and get with the program. Great stuff. So I've been ever so like I've been ever so like slightly curious and just sort of like tapping into like some of their talking streams where they just sort of like discuss like Tokusatsu stuff. The problem I realize is that, and now too, I'm also a very like socially awkward person as a start, so it really doesn't help. But I realize if I were to put myself in that situation, say if I was invited onto the show, I realize I would not be able to say a word, and I wouldn't be able to contribute anything noteworthy to the conversation, because I realize uh you kind of just get that like okay, not in any demeaning manner, but you could totally get like, okay, these are like true fans, true fanatics, true nerds. They want to go in and pinpoint and talk about discuss and rant about like every like story beat of like some Godzilla movie or a scene, and I'm over here going like, haha, Godzilla, Skreonk, it's me, don't you remember? So I realize by the end of the day, I definitely feel like very much of a like lone wolf type guy that's just sort of like, I watched Godzilla versus Kong, and then I made the slew of Godzilla versus Kong movies. So that was and here's the thing, and I guess if there's a good starter too, Godzilla versus Kong, because the last time I streamed was back in February. Godzilla vs Kong finally came out. It's one of the phenomenons of the year. Let's all not forget the late March. Some people were curious as to how I was able to make those spoiler videos before supposedly the movie went into the theaters and on HBO Max. For some reason, over where I live, sometimes you get to watch movies like a week earlier than like people in the States, which is really strange. So what ended up happening is what is supposed to be like a 30th of March screening for Godzilla vs Kong is now like 24th or 25th. Like, we got to watch the movie a week earlier than like the people in the States. And so from there, I was able to make these spoiler videos, and a whole lot of people were like, that's definitely not what the story beat's all about. And then you give it enough time, it's like, wait, how did you know that was gonna happen? And it's like, we got to watch the movie a week earlier, and that's how I did. And yeah, Godzilla vs Kong, I went to see it in theaters twice, both times in IMAX. So it's like you could really feel the scale, I'd say, when you like go to a theaters, and let alone IMAX, especially the beginning scene when Godzilla lands at the Apex headquarters and starts to like just attack and starts, attacking people, and we don't know why. When he lands and the jets come in, and you see that shot where he's just sort of like finally stepping on land and like hitting those jets off, that shot in IMAX was like, whoa. Now this is what it's all about for the true cinema theater experience watching these tokusatsu movies. It's like, There it is. That's it. That's what we love. Okay, and really funny too about my two screenings of Godzilla vs Kong was that the second time I went to watch it was like mid-April. On that day, I decided to just go, I guess, slightly mad by watching three movies in a day. Not in one whole sitting, but like basically within that day, watch three movies. So what did I watch? Mortal Kombat, Godzilla vs Kong again, and then for all you anime fans, Violet Evergarden the movie, actually called Violet Evergarden the movie. And so what's really funny is that so it was Mortal Kombat. It was Mortal Kombat first, Godzilla vs Kong, and then Violet Evergarden. By the time it was like time to by the time I was going into the same IMAX theater to watch Godzilla vs Kong, which I watched the Mortal Kombat prior on like in like the same theater. It's the same one singular IMAX theater that they had in their cinema chain. The movies. Okay, so before that, I was late to arrive to the theater whilst watching Mortal Kombat. So I technically missed like the first, say, 6 to 7 minutes of the movie. And to be fair, it's still inconsequential because it's sort of like the opening prologue, right, with like Sub-Zero back in like the 1800s, attacking like Scorpion of that era. So it was like, oh man, but it's okay. So and then I went back into the theater to watch Godzilla vs Kong. Keep in mind, Mortal Kombat is R-rated and Godzilla vs Kong is like not. So what ended up happening is that after I sat down to watch Godzilla vs Kong, the movie started playing. It was showing like some like movie logos. I was like, okay, sure. But something was amiss because it was showing like a frozen version of like the movie of like one of those like publisher logos. I was like, wait, something's amiss. And then what ended up happening is that that specific IMAX theater forgot to switch out the Mortal Kombat for Godzilla vs Kong. There were like children watching, and then basically I got to watch the 6 minutes that I missed of Mortal Kombat, but in the context of they did not change the movie out in time. So essentially you get these families with their children in the theater being like, what's going on, this is Godzilla vs Kong. It's like there's blood like showing on screen because it's an R-rated movie. And then there are people like going out of the theater being like, oh god, and I'm over here just being like, this is special. And then yeah, in due time, I think within the exact like first 6 to 7 minutes of the movie falsely playing again, it was like, all right, we played the wrong movie. You can sort of like see like the projectors like stop winding. It was extra funny. And then yeah, basically got to watch Godzilla vs Kong for the second time, which is really, really nice to be watching in theaters. Oh, that was a lot to get off my chest. Izumi, what do you think about YouTube removing dislikes? I've made a skit about it. It's the Godzilla wants you to dislike this video. How do you guys like Vincent, the character, or rather the caricature? So where it's just I take off my glasses and I wear an anime shirt, and then I talk like this, and that's the video. That's just that video. And it got like it's like shy of 2,000 dislikes. And yeah, people were like, oh yeah, you can just get the dislikes back via like a Chrome extension. So if you guys want to see the dislikes again, you can just do that. Just download the Chrome extension. Not fully endorsed because they might destroy it. They're like, oh, this is the abusing of the system, and it's just like, why would you take away dislikes from us in the first place? That's not very nice. That's not very smart of you. Is this because you're really sad because you can't do rewind without becoming the next most disliked video? Yeah, well, Batman vs Superman was okay. How dare you say Mothra's name? How do you know her name? Says Godzilla. Maybe I didn't watch them. No, I watched the movie, but like people like to make that reference, right? You saved me. Why? Monkey. Yeah, great memes. Great memes. Godzilla versus Kong. Well, so I have some things to show, I think. Let's go to the other scene, which we can have a more close-up look of the figures and the silver play button. So it's over there. You guys might have realized there are 2 videos recently that I released that were like that were that were based on something really strange. And by really strange, what I mean is they were based off like old childhood like iPhone 3GS videos, which is like which is why you could hear like my high-pitched kid voice when I was 11 or 12 recording what are essentially YouTube videos but on my iPhone. So except with the added context of I never had a YouTube channel. So it's just like it's all this like video that I never saw until I checked out like my old folders, and there was this WinRAR like zip that was over there. I opened it and it's like, oh my god, this is a treasure trove. And I don't know if you guys were here, but like basically last year, back in like the Christmas stream, I explained how I grew up as a Bayformers kid. So that's like one of the toys that I definitely like wanted was the Devastator combiner toy. Of course, good luck. That thing's real big. So I mentioned back in 2010, I got the Legends class version of that set, which I bought off my friend. So it was like, that was pretty good experience. I checked through my folders, and well, we can watch it together because here it is.
Hi guys, and here's a video review for Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen Legends Class Devastator.
Legends class Devastator. You can see my kid reflection on the back of the packaging. Very, very, yeah, it's very much a kid's video, or a toy review video filmed by a kid, which is yours truly from 11 years ago.
Well, here you can see there's 7 Constructicons here, and today I'm just gonna show you the vehicle modes and combine into Devastator, as you can see over here.
As you can see over there.
Let's start with Overload.
Okay.
Okay, see? First you must separate the legs.
Yo, Izumi prequel leaked?
Then you must take out the hook.
Take out the hook.
Then you can see the line over here, you push it down.
Push it down. Child.
Like
Baby Aizu.
Part every time.
Your kid self put a box on a laptop as if my kid self knew any better.
Hey.
You could see in like the in the left corner there's the Legends class Skids and Mudflap just sort of like in the back, and well, as the video plays along, we will know what happens next.
This will be the under torso. Speaking of torso, let's go with Scavenger.
Every kid toy review video on YouTube. Yeah, basically.
It's
I was
like
imitating.
Transforming into robot mode, but it's transforming into robot mode.
Well,
here.
It was a great set though, and specifically you, Scavenger.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you how it goes. I'm just gonna transform it into robot mode.
I'm not gonna tell you how it goes. I'm just gonna transform it. Such ego, such ego. 11-year-old. What is great about this set is that Scavenger, as you can see here, he turns into a demolisher in Revenge of the Fallen. In the beginning of the movie, of course, he's like way smaller than he's supposed to. If you wanted to like compare the size, you'd basically take like the Legends class Optimus Prime with the Voyager class of Demolisher to sort of like have a true like as close as it gets to scale if you wanted to do that. So straight away. Revenge of the Fallen kinda sucked. I mean, I was a kid, as if I knew any better, right?
And there you have the torso.
Okay.
Which means now. It's gonna be hard.
Don't say that.
Because you see these two holes up here? It's gonna slot into it.
Imagine if Optimus Prime had to put it together. What it was? Why me, you making robot? You just say Godzilla. Because prior to 24, what got me into becoming the Godzilla fan that I am today, of course, call me a late bloomer, it's Godzilla 2014. Salutes to you, Gareth Edwards. You started a strong lineage of greats and I don't know, and also people going like, the sequels, they're never as no. Let me be more accurate. You get people who are like, I don't know, man. The fact that Godzilla shows up like 50 minutes into the movie and Bryan Cranston's character died. It's like, I don't know. And then you get the other side, which are like, oh my god, it's the king of the monsters, Godzilla versus Kong. It's like, I grew up watching Godzilla 2014. It was like such a artistic like way to do a kaiju movie with like how you do like scale framing, and because Gareth Edwards then went on to direct Star Wars Rogue One. It's like all these past few MonsterVerse movies, they're all so inferior. So, I don't know. Mark Wahlberg once when everything went. Age of Extinction. I watched Age of Extinction like in theaters. I think soon after Godzilla 2014 too, because they were both 2014 movies.
Oh, I keep getting trouble of putting these up.
I keep getting trouble of putting them up. There.
And this thing has to be put in sight.
Put in sight.
Next, let's do the arms.
The arms.
Well, this will be the left. Well, Scrapper will be the left arm, and Hightower. And Scrapper will be the right.
Yeah. Very professional. Very professional.
It's too easy. Just separate them and turn.
To be honest, 2019 and 2021 feel such a downgrade compared to 2014. Maybe from a filmmaking standpoint, maybe it's not as
right there.
No, art house is not the word, but basically yeah, not as not as great maybe in the filmmaking standpoint. We can maybe say that.
Yeah, like this.
Welcome to Grammarly.
Then we'll slot in like this, and the other one, the Scrapper, will slot in over here. Well, it's kind of troublesome. Slot them inside.
To slot them inside.
Oopsie.
Okay.
There. And there you have it. Now next.
Alright, they were making a Beast Wars movie. Yes, I know. I knew that too.
And long haul will be the right leg. Let's go with long haul. Okay, first.
Godzilla YouTuber.
You're gonna put this front piece up.
Do a rickroll of your avatar. You guys want to rickroll? You guys want to be rickrolled? All right, let me do it. All right. Super Idol 的笑容都没你的天大，白中无敌阳光都没你耀眼，热爱105度的你，给你青春的蒸馏水 sprays in your face. All right, let's move on.
Hi guys, and 2 holes. We'll slide in like this, and
so not very inspired.
there, and there you have the legs. You see the holes right here that will float. Here, first you slide in the long hole in here.
By the way, if you guys are asking, I still have this toy. It's just in a cabinet somewhere, and they're all vehicle moded to be for easy storage purposes.
Well, if you can
Did anyone clip that? Well, someone's gonna.
If you can see, while the problem with Rampage is he just gets shorter. And I make him tall.
The problem is he just gets shorter. Well, if anyone has ever seen me in real life, I think that's a very evident problem. I'm not real Konata height short, but okay, I'm basically giving out like a physique info. If you guys want to know how tall I am, I'm 5'5", 166 centimeters. There you go.
Like this. Okay, next, we'll do the head of Devastator. That also means Mix Master. Okay, we separate this piece.
Separate the piece.
Hold the front shot, and there's the Devastator head. And remember, these and here's these 2 holes. You're gonna slide in the scavenger's head here.
Who the is Konita?
Slide in a bit.
This avatar, the avatar that I'm using right now, it's an OC donut steel, which I basically just put on a cap, put on some glasses. Today I have the birthday hat on of Konata Izumi from Lucky Star. Go check it out if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Great anime series. My first binge of an anime series back in 2013.
Then you got it. And there you go. There you have.
But I completely mangled them trying to do the transformation. Oh man, I could tell you I could tell you one thing. I spent like hours transforming like the deluxe class barricade. Like this is back in like 2009 or 2008 when I got the deluxe class barricade. It was one of those like special colored versions, so it was like gray and blue. But like, my God, I spent hours transforming that thing. In comparison, there's the old Camaro version of Bumblebee, like essentially early Bayformers movie Bumblebee. It's like, the driver doesn't pick the car picks the driver. That was really easy to transform. So it was really quite stunted and bewildered seeing all these other like deluxe class and Voyager class toys being way harder and taking like way longer to transform. Quite the childhood.
Yeah. As you can see,
Barricade was that hard. It was.
Size comparing. Legends class. Well, it's kind of a little bit small, but the head's kind of too small. Doesn't fit them in.
Rip Burning Man.
So let's do a little bit of fun stuff.
Like this.
Yeah. Take that.
Yep, genocide. Well, it's one guy. Nobody messes with the twins. Of course, as a 10-year-old, as if I knew what the implications of like skits and mudflaps characters even are. It's all that controversy, and it just completely flies over my head of this 10-year-old at the time. And it's like, there's no way he would have known, but he knows better now. Or maybe he doesn't because he shows his childhood videos because he's not afraid to laugh. Because everyone up above are laughing with me at me, so we're fine. Oh yes, imagination. That's some fun stuff. Still better than the last night. Well, there's that. There's this other video that I made more recently using audio from this era, which I will show you the actual video now. It is some of the unintentionally but retrospectively funniest things to be like heard again. And here's the thing. We go from Transformers, and then what happened in 2010? Toy Story 3 came out. So we went from Transformers, and then now we're in Toy Story.
This is Lego Toy Story set 7590 of the Moto Action RC car. It's gonna bang through those blocks, and I and Buzz are gonna commit suicide by
Why did my 11-year-old self say that? Why would he say that? Why? Dumb child. Pray for him.
by RC. Let's see how he does. Ready, get set, go! Ah!
Oh God, what's wrong with me? What was wrong with me? Why would I say that? It's like so bad. Toy Story 3 deleted scenes. Well, I guess we can't have Toy Story 4 now. Whoops. Well, the next video from like actually directly the next clip recorded is the exact same thing. I don't know why I'm like why would I say that? I don't know why, but I said it.
This is called Buzz, Woody, and RC and the Rocket.
Okay.
Of Lego Toy Story set 7590.
Okay. Realize something. The yellow Lego bricks are like not quite the correct color at all. They're bootleg Legos that I just mashed onto. And you might also notice there's like a spoiler mistake in the back where it's like I lost essentially the blue piece on the left corner, on the right corner of the spoilers, and you can see on top it's off color. It's like dark and light blue instead of uniformly dark blue. Because I lost the piece, so I got some more bootleg Lego pieces to just improvise. So
90 makes the suicide go.
I don't know why would you say that?
Here's how we're gonna do. We're gonna draw them. We're gonna figure out how to do it.
I just joined the stream, and you were talking about Transformers. Now you're talking about Woody's sweet death. Yeah, get game ended, Woody.
Stating it will be when it bangs the wall.
Don't say that! What's wrong with you?
As Woody and Buzz in RC car bangs the wall.
You can, yeah, what, yeah. He said exactly what you thought he said.
And crashes themselves. Go! Oh, that's gonna be hurting.
That's gonna be hurting. You were cursed as a child. Young Izumi inadvertently predicted 2021 hero. Haha, sweet say, haha. Bangs the wall. Why?
Zoom in to see what's there.
Zoom in. Realizing I'm on the floor. I'm sliding across the floor with a pillow, like, underneath my torso. Just pushing myself, zooming in.
Dude, that's such a devastation. I'm telling ya.
I'm telling ya. No. Why would he say that? Why? Along with other review videos, we have this again on the topic of Toy Story 3.
Hi guys, and this is going to be my review. And today I'll be reviewing Lego Toy Story 3. 6 to 12 years old.
6 to 12 years old. Guess I can't play with this anymore.
129 pieces.
Okay.
We'll go to the minifigures first.
Okay.
First we have Lotso. He's big. Comparison to a Woody minifigure.
Okay.
Woody is...
I realized too. Did you guys look up the Toy Story Lego figures, minifigures for like Woody now, and it's like it's not even like this anymore. It's like more traditionally a minifigure instead of having a custom sculpted head. I realized, I'm like, oh my god, this is like so strange to see, considering I'm so used to Woody looking like this in minifigure form.
A little bit tall because of the hat. His hands...
Were you a Toy Story fan? I think very much so. Nowadays, no.
And his legs... Lotso can fit 2 big blocks.
Okay.
As Woody can only fit 2 small pegs.
Okay.
And it's the sick. Oh, it's so...
And it's the sick, as in I'm trying to say stick, and the sick.
It's so tongue twisting.
Tongue twisting. Stick is tongue twisting. It's so bad. What did I say? Tongue
twisting. And it has the stick. We call it tongue cut because we're Malaysian. And it has this white spot. Maybe it's the broke of his leg. He needs the stick to stand up. Next, we'll go to Chunk.
Okay.
Chunk is a molten upper pointy monster toy.
Okay.
Its hands can go 360.
Okay.
And its face can change from happy to angry. Grr. I like the happy face because it's kind.
Okay.
And it's happy.
Now
we'll go to Stretch Flex. Now Stretch Flex is a octopus.
Okay.
It has rubbery tentacles. But it does not have
don't say
handles, so it can hold things. See, like all those round thingies as its tentacles?
Don't say that.
And there's a rules book too.
Rules book. Instruction manual.
8 pages and 44 steps for total.
And yeah, it's really strange to watch these type of videos today, especially in the context of these never made it onto YouTube. They've just been kept away for a long time. And I discovered it this year. I'm like, oh my god, okay. Really interesting stuff where 11-year-old me imitates what all the other toy YouTubers were doing at the time. Ugh. Very interesting. Very strange times.
Now
You just threw it.
dump truck.
Dump truck.
Beep, beep, beep.
Okay.
You see a driver in sight? His body only is the size of Stretch Flex.
I decapitated this poor guy just to show reference. That's brutal.
Head. But it's blue.
But it's
Dark
blue.
Blue.
Dark blue.
It has a hard hat.
Mm.
And a face, but it's not really a face.
And a face, but it's not really a face.
The steering wheel inside is actually rotatable. And cool windows.
The Death Star had 200 pages for its manual. Oh my god. I've seen it in person. One of my friends had
There's
it.
extra space here. We put chunk on it.
Okay.
You can see the box. Its hands are moving, one downer, one upper.
One downer and one upper. That's like such a noun thing to do. It's like you refer to like your friends. One downer, one upper. Yeah, you use that the next time you have to make an analogy for you're a really depressed friend and you're really happy and outgoing friend.
Two. So turning right here, as you can see at the back of the box.
Hmm.
That's where you find the chunk spinning head.
Okay.
And also the turnings of the
Turnings
dump.
of the dump.
But it'll go back itself. It's like there's a rubber thingy here to make it go back itself. So it won't get stuck over
Elasticity.
there. So we just turn here and there's a red, blue, and green block.
RGB. Woo! RGB, yeah.
There's a red, there's a blue.
They're not glowing though.
There's a green block.
Hmm. Execute order 69.
Well, that's much for today.
That's much for today.
And that's all.
Okay.
So thanks for watching my review.
Okay.
See you again next.
See you again next. Okay. So, very interesting, like, childhood videos. But here's the thing. These videos probably would have fit for 2010, 2011 in terms of toy review channels, toy review content. Except, I never had a channel. You want to know why? Because there's a specific one person that in 2013 inspired me to start YouTube for real. And if it wasn't for him, there will be no channel. Who is he? Well, here's the thing. I might as well show you his presence in the channel because you guys have definitely heard and seen his presence, especially in the year. Let's go through what he is. This friend, this very important player that basically carried me through, or rather started and sparked the career, if not for him. What has he done in this channel? Well, recently, you definitely have seen some guy playing as Godzilla, specifically Monsterverse, as we can see over here. Soulgineer as Godzilla.
I'm Godzilla. Hi. You know, I don't understand.
It is going to be very important in this lesson. Pay fucking attention!
Look at the mice, dude. Look at the mice. Holy shit.
He has also done other voice work. For example, the Godzilla vs. Kong Mechagodzilla video. I'm lisping, by the way, because there's a terrible delay with me trying to monitor my voice, and it gets worse. I'll turn it off because it's so bad. Oh god. Okay, so now I'm basically just going off the fact that I'm just voicing it out. Anyways, so this is the video that he voiced. One of them, one of many.
What? Why are you so strong? Now you go to hell! I kill him.
And of course, his music. What do you mean by his music? Well, Godzilla vs. Kong. The secret ending. He made that. And thus, Souljaneer. If not for him, this channel wouldn't exist. So if you guys could give my friend a shout out, and also, if you guys would like him to be on stream, we do have some plans, but it'll all depend on whether if you guys are fans of his presence and his work. Because if you guys are, we can definitely plan something out as we go forward. And because we do have plans going, but it's just sort of like me getting like my own stream infrastructure going. But I think if today has been the significant sayings of like anything, we could definitely do it. If you guys are a fan of our boy Souljaneer, aka he's played Godzilla, he's done some voice work for the channel, he makes great music. So if you guys are a fan, we could totally do it. Anyways, I do have SFM open on a different screen, and if anything, we can go ahead and like watch some behind the scenes, what are equivalent of behind the scenes of some videos. We'll go with my anniversary video, which is the dance number of a 24-hour Cinderella by Majima Goro from Yakuza 0. So if you guys are... So, we have this, and if I went over to camera 2, which I've set up over here, and let it, like, load for a bit, we can move the camera wherever we want, and I'll get to reveal you the secrets of how some things were done. And that's how you get numbers going. All in software. You could technically do this with like any other 3D software, or just not bother doing it in 3D. Or even if you want to do it in 3D, you could probably do it in editing softwares these days. But it's like, well, I've been so used to being able to just do like most things in software that I did anyways. So what is this video? This video is this. As you can see, Monsterverse is not looking too healthy right here. But here's the thing, if I hit Control over here, his skeleton is fine. As you can see, his skeleton is fine, but the one thing with Source Filmmaker is that if a model gets like updated frequently enough, the mesh essentially breaks in very interesting ways. But you could totally spawn in Godzilla again and pair it up with this skeleton right here, and he'll be fine. He's actually absolutely fine. It's just that, well, right now he's not looking very presentable. And yeah, as you can see, it's floating right now because if I have to turn some things on, as in some settings, don't take that out of context, some of you are going to. We have reflective floors. As we see over here, this map is like skybox mirror night, and yes, as you can see, we have I don't want a white car as used as skates for all 5 of these fellow dancers, including yours truly. And what does that look like? And here's the thing, the camera looks like this. And if I place the camera anywhere else, you'll be able to see everything. But if you notice, the camera is cutting. But the animation is like done all at once. So if I use this camera that I have right here, this work camera, it's still like linear. It plays out as is, and as you can see, as the Godzillas go off frame, they well, let's just see what happens. And they're gone. You can see Heisei just pops back up. Very interesting. And they're gone. again, it's all about being smart. So if ultimately you know what to do, you can absolutely. Most people would not do this. This is not how you do. This is not how you do animation in terms of like for real. If you're in the industry, you'd probably want to storyboard a bunch, and then you go through the like entire like critiquing process of like getting something that would be like that would be the most optimum choice. Whereas with me, what I do most of the time is I'd essentially do the character animation, and then I will then make all the camera adjustments, the camera movements, the cuts, just so that I could technically place the camera anywhere I'd want after the fact, instead of, setting the camera first, setting the cuts first, and then animating the characters as is, so that you don't actually have to animate most of the character what you don't see. Whereas this is basically how I do it whenever it's just, it's me. I don't like go through a critiquing process of like having my friends having a different say, or like, oh, this should be a little bit tweaked or whatever. It's like, fun fact, this video came out in the 2nd of August. This video was finished by late April. And as well as the 100,000 subscribers video, where I supposedly got the silver award in that video as well, they were made essentially side by side. With this video was made first, and then that video was made directly after. And so the reason I made it early on is because back behind the scenes I have like my own college project that I'm doing, and it's by the way, it's still going on. So in fear that just in case things got busy, these videos were done. They were made to be able to go up at like a much later date. The irony, of course, is that life hasn't really like gotten super busy. So what ended up happening now is that there's a backlog of content, not like backlog of projects that I have not done, but a backlog of videos that are sitting unlisted that I can just put up with these included. And you can see there's a cut right here, which I then transitioned by using the 3D version of the logo. Not this. This is just me using like a plane. As you can see, it's just a plane. And yeah, this would be really interesting to watch because you can basically see everything move, and don't mind the fact that that a MonsterVerse is still messed up. And I just pop in the view, just kind of pops in. But like it is, if you view it from camera, it makes sense. See, it makes sense. It's just, it's really funny when you get to view it like this. And again, like it is, I animate the characters first, then the camera, which is not the way you do it, but I still do it. What happened to Legendary? Rigging issues. Or rather, if the model ever gets updated, the mesh is messed up. But he's actually fine. He's totally fine, guys. Don't worry about it at all. And as you can see, they're all just paused. They're all paused over here once they're like off frame. Yeah, the secrets of a source filmmaker, and the secrets of like how you can be real smart. His mouth is kind of messed up. And yeah, as you can see, Mechagodzilla definitely would not be balancing at all if we were to take it 3D space into consideration. But you won't see that because he's probably fine. Yeah, and so it is. And thus is this video. Really quite the feat, despite the fact that you are very reflective and you are very much broken. But that's completely fine because the video's done. This is just me showing you the project file. And yeah, thus is this video. Do you guys have any other videos you'd like to see behind the scenes wise? we could totally go to it if you guys would like to. I'll show you the next one, which would be the it would be the 100,000 subscribers video. Let's let it load for a bit. But my god, the fact that I made these videos like back to back to each other is quite the feat. Quite the feat. Nice behind the scenes of 24 hours of Godzilla. Thank you. Also for the Shin Man's video, did you just cover up the color timer with a cube? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Because that's basically just like the Ultraman model. This is before the Shin Ultraman model exists. So I basically covered up the color timer with some shapes and colored them appropriately so that I could, you know, cover it up. Same thing with this video, basically. Although I probably don't know where I am. Here's something really dumb that I did in this video, which is, in this video, which, by the way, there's no sound because I did all the sound in post. It's this tight, but the problem is, like I said, sometimes it's not the way to do it, because they're walking, even though kind of funny. They're walking whole, but then I frame it like this. That's not a very smart way to do it. But I still did it, and if anything, it gave you the right, you know, inertia and physics for walking instead of, you know, animating like say half the body as they bob, you know, Berserk 2016 style. As they walk, and the door closes behind. You guys want to wonder what this is behind them? This is also made out of shapes, or rather, we get some planes. They're basically flat, dark pieces, and then we have this like white, just super emissive material right here that acts as like the outside. And then you can basically slide the door down to make it look like you closed the door. Boom, and the music plays. And like it is, the animation is like entirely all where they are. You can see over here, there's something I've done in post, which is this. There's 3 versions of this. And you have a green screen version. You have a green screen version because in the video itself, this tool gun from Gmod essentially disintegrates after I touched it. So very interesting stuff. And then I basically just in post transition between the two some ways. And yeah, it's all here. It's all here. And just turn on the lights. If I play, as you can see, something really really cursed is going on down here. Don't mind it, because if you view it from here, you'll get what you'll get what this is. It looks like this. The Sada Konata by Ruzara. Look it up. And then you have, you know, all the other elements that make it up. I'll turn on lights, or rather, I'll turn off lights. You can see this Smash 3 G14 model, like one of the very first like Monster vs. Godzilla models that we ever had till we got the one from the PS4 game. And then who's this? This is Geno World 70. You guys can look it up. This channel had quite the history. You have John the Ark from Fate Grand Order. And then oh look who it is. Look who it is, guys. It's your favorite What's Wrong with White. He's there. He was a milestone, a point in time for this channel. And then finally we have Ruzar in the back. And then what is this? This is an OI, a Japanese tank that was never made in real life. The model is exported from World of Tanks, and I basically just had it because 2017, 2018, I was a World of Tanks player. Wasn't good at all. I was more the kind of guy that liked to do skits in game, basically using the replay files to make like really interesting videos, rather than trying to actually play the game. which, if you guys realize, I do not play games. At least not anymore. And then we have everything go by. And then finally, of course, we have oh yeah, this is really interesting. Shin G-Man pops up. He just pops into view. If you have lighting off, it makes sense because the light essentially obscures everything. But it's really funny to see that he pops into view. And what does he do? He gives me well, here's the thing. Is there the silver play button in there actually? No, there isn't. It's basically just something that's white and emissive. And if you actually view it from the shot itself, you get volumetric light. Again, there's no sound because the sound is done in post. And now finally, what is this? Some of you might be wondering, what is this? What exactly are you looking at when you look at this? Well, the 20th of November last year, 2020, we had a little thing called Godzilla Fusions, and where I basically requested you guys to select a monster, then select a body part, and with time we did something really special. We made this. Do you see this? This is, if you guys are wondering, we all did this last year. It was quite the interesting feat. And then as you can see up above, why did I feature this monster, this fusion of a monstrosity in my 100,000 subscribers video? We have shoutouts to Indoraptor Kid, for he said, animate this for your 100,000 subscribers special. This was the 20th of November of last year, and I basically just kept to my word by bringing him back. So hey, what do you talk about talking about reunions with relatives you don't quite remember? But there he is. He doesn't really have a name because we didn't give him a name, but we made that together, and he is thus animated. Yes, Exodia. This is a very complicated version of Exodia made out of Ultraman and Godzilla kaijus. Very interesting choice. And then finally in the video itself, this one's out to each and every one of you. Thank you all so much. The roar is also done in post, basically taking like many different roars. I put like Heisei Godzilla's roar. I placed in Destoroya's roar. There was also like the original Gojira's roar, which I basically used as reference for Shinagawa-kun, because Kamada-kun technically does not roar up until he evolves into Shinagawa, and then he roars upwards. Basically, I put them all together, just a bunch of noise, and that's where you get this. And yeah, thus is the video of 100,000 subscribers. I was expecting you to be punched with a boxing glove when you open the suitcase. Don't gotta be that rude to myself. It's the RX-78 too. Very yeah. The fact that I made all of this back in April. And one more thing I forgot to mention is the 8th anniversary video and this video done back to back were all done in the course of just 4 days. It's like that's all. It basically 2 days for each video, which is still like no one would probably want to do that kind of video in this. A video of this style in such unprecedented time, but I wanted to make sure that I got the video out the way so that in case real life got busy, the videos were done. Of course, then the irony is that real life never really got busy yet, but I still had the video, so there you go. Belial has the movie. Belial has Belial movie Fusion 2026 Kaiju. Mr. Beast. Great stuff. You guys want to see one of these? You guys want to watch one of those Godzilla versus Kong videos? One of the spoiler videos. Let's see when I made this. Goji Kong spoilers I made on the 27th of March. If this thing opens, then we'll be able to check it out. What's really funny too is that the MonsterVerse Godzilla model that was used in some of these videos, which was used only for a while, made by JJJ, and like it was only used for a while because then this other MonsterVerse Godzilla model like showed up, which is more, I guess, photo real and more material correct. Even though he is more reflective. So ultimately, this guy you see right here saw very little use case because he was used for like 3 months, 2 months. But yeah, welcome to Godzilla vs. Kong spoilers. This video that broke 3 million views as of now. So quite the feat. For Shin Ultraman, you gotta add Jack in from the inside joke in the 1970s. Jack was called Shin Man. Yes, I realized too. It was, and yeah, that's a funny thing is that Ultraman Jack had like multiple names before they ultimately landed on Jack way later, like Ultraman Nisei and like Shinman. Really funny stuff. But anyways, here's this video. As you might hear, there's a lot of Mega 64 audio that you're hearing, specifically from their Dragon Ball Z in 5 minutes videos, and I basically just took their audio and remixed it enough to make videos like these. Like it spanned between 3 videos. It was spoilers, more spoilers, and then who won. And there's always like splices of Mega 64 audio, as well as from other sources as well. And as you can see, there's 2 versions of the shot. This is basically the trickery. You render 2 versions of the shot with the different body groups of Godzilla, and then in post, you basically layer one on top of the other, and then you just fade between the 2, and that's how you get it to fade out. Look at how scared he looks. And of course, undoubtedly, there are the people that did not realize when this video came out, because this is like at the cusp of GVK releasing. So people are wondering, why weren't you using the MonsterVerse Mechagodzilla? The model never existed. Like, where did the models come from? PUBG Mobile? And this was back in March. So even if you wanted it to, I don't think the cross promotion happened enough. And it was this early on. So ultimately, it's like, yeah, let's just use Kiryu. You really want to be nitpicky about the models used for these spoiler videos? I guess some of you are particular with it, but ultimately, if it gets the point across, then that's fine. And of course, there's everyone's favorite line, favorite joke.
It's me. Don't you remember?
And then, of course, the hologram Kevin head is a blue screen element. And then basically in post, you chroma key the blue, you put some CRT effects on top, you use a screen, and then basically you just got it. And then some animations on top to just sort of give it that like CRT TV like turn on feel as the hologram shows up.
It's me. Don't you remember?
And then Godzilla gets pummeled. Here's the thing, some of the funniest thing I realized too. There was a comment when this video happened. there was a comment that went something along the lines of, "Use Houdini to simulate building destruction." This is Source Filmmaker. Why would I care about building destruction? It's Source Filmmaker. This isn't 3ds Max, Maya, Blender. Building destruction? Source Filmmaker? You could do it if you really wanted to, like using maybe maybe meshes of like building chunks, but this is Source Filmmaker. Why would you like need to do that? So this is Godzilla vs. Kong spoilers. We'll now go to more spoilers. I think when did I make this? Like the very next day? Or like 2 days after. Basically, I was just cranking these things out as fast as I could. Which was, yeah, certainly something. And thus we're back here. We're back in the same place. I used like this same map multiple times. And by map, I mean it's not really a map. It's the terrain model with an HDRI, and of course you don't ever see this grass because it's framed so low that you never see it. And then if you do see it, there's a water plane that I use to block this place out. Let's watch it from a different angle. You can see the arms shift as I try to adjust their positions between shots. And then with this, I use the Super X because really you're just trying to get the point across. It's some futuristic ship that's that has the amount of power to power the entirety of Vegas for a week. Is that what they said? Yeah, I think that's what they said. And then they defib Kong. Yeah, realize this. The shot was I reversed the shot in post. I animated in software how it would be linearly, as in what it would be like if he falls down, and basically to just sort of emulate that cheesy effect of reversing the entire clip in post to give it that like he revives and goes right back into the action. But in reality, it's animated like as is. He falls, the axe falls, and then the super axe stays in place up until it needs to be lowered onto Kong's chest. And then I just reverse the entire clip. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. And then finally we get ourselves over here. Yeah, let's watch this entire set. Let's watch this set piece from this angle. Again, realize the characters really aren't shifting all that much because, like I mentioned, I animate the characters first, then then make the camera movements and cuts later. So you can that's how you're able to watch all this play out from like any other angle, because I personally just prefer to have the flexibility of putting the camera where I like after the fact, because because I see myself as a videographer enough to be really candid with my camera movements. And then at the end you basically get the audio from Avengers Endgame, the beginning of Avengers Endgame, when Thor just went for the head. Yep. And thus was more spoilers. So finally we get ourselves to when is this? We get ourselves to Hollow Earth Split. Which one of these is? Batch Earth Delayed. Hollow Earth Split. So I'm trying to find this video, but I guess for some reason it's not here. Or maybe I might have just, like, placed it elsewhere then. Or maybe it's all the way up here then. It might be, but doesn't seem like it. Very spoilers. So... But anyways, is there some other video you guys would maybe would like to see in a behind the scenes form? Because if anything, I will go ahead and like look through the folders. We can totally watch it together, and basically I will be able to show you the secrets of how certain shots were done, or just my overall thought and my overall thought and work process of how I make these types of videos. Godzilla's a cannibal. Okay. That was back in... I made that for Halloween, but I think this video might have been made somewhere, like... maybe back in September, October? But of course, I need to be able to actually know where this was, because all the files itself can get really messed up. Godzilla eats. What's wrong with all the Godzilla? I kind of want to see Godzilla wants everyone to behind the scenes. Okay, like Shin Godzilla wants everyone to. Okay, that's why. That's probably why, because I'm not looking through the correct folders at all. Now that's if I still know. Unfortunately, I don't have the best use case of being able to figure out where I place my things. So a lot of these really do just get lost in the files of me trying to find it. So if you guys could give me a moment, I'd like to be able to find one of these, because they can definitely get quite messed up. There, I found it. Shin Godzilla once. Shin Godzilla thinks everyone must die. Which, by the way, if you guys didn't notice, that song was composed by Pikotaro. Yes, that Pikotaro that made PPAP. He made the song back in like 2019, and that's how long it was. I'm going to have to mute this because this song is actually copyright. This song is actually copyright claim, and if I actually just played it whilst having the actual song play, then this VOD will get nuked. So over here we have a volumetric light behind Shin, and then it's basically just Shin standing over here with his tail animation going. Ito wa minna umarete, and then it zooms in. It says Shinu, and all the volumetric light dims, and you get this like bottom orange light with this light blue rim going. And then as well as the Godzilla vs. Kong spoilers video, there are two versions of this clip. Although this one is shortened because just to allow me to fade in post with his glowing reds. And then finally you get this, all these vehicles from the JGSDF pack on Gmod, which I imported into SFM for me to use. And as a Shin Godzilla fan, as well as like if you're an Eva fan, it's like, man, having this pack is really useful. You have these Type 10 tanks. Basically try to match these shots close enough to what the movies were, but with a backdrop that's just a slanted curve. It looks like it lasts forever. And yeah, here's something really interesting. You might not be able to see it, but there's forced perspective going on in which these tanks are the same size, but as they go farther, this tank in the farthest corner is the smallest size and is actually like shrinked down to compensate. so that he doesn't clip into the backdrop you see over here. And then we got these, what are these? These are Type 16s, basically the same turret, except they are on IFVs. We have this is not the right vehicle that's actually in the film, but they are as close as they come in terms of like what are these, like artillery vehicles? They're not the actual ones in the movie, but they're close enough. And then this shot is not in the movie. This shot is not referenced off the movie, but it is the correct missile launcher model. And then of course we have these two Shin Godzilla shots. And then yeah, everyone must die. It's lagging right now because there's so much going on. Everyone must die, and you get just these vehicles rotating around Shin. Why? No reason. It just makes for a cool art piece. Everyone must die. And then he disappears into a shot, and I used a different animation to sort of like chroma key into at the end of the video. So that's what this was, which is a very strange video to have for a Halloween type video. Very out of nowhere. Anything else maybe you guys would like to see in terms of behind the scenes? I know there's that one guy that said Godzilla is a cannibal, which is a very throwback video, all things considered. It's just that whether or not if I'm doing a great job enough to see it. It must have been hard using Shin's small arms to try and not make them super unnatural to their original shape. To be fair, if you're asking that question, the fact that Shin's arms are tiny makes it so that you really don't have to put not to say you don't put effort in like animating at all, but it's like you really don't have to put as much effort as you need to because his arms are so short. It's like you can limit the amount of options that they can do. So all you really have to do is just sort of like give them a little bit of like arm movements, finger movements, enough life that it served the purpose, but ultimately I'd say it's his short limbs do serve the fact that he basically can be more like limited down to a more linear use case, where it's just more you're seeing more of the tail animation, which is where you get this. So. Anything else? Any video that you guys would like to see the behind the scenes of whilst we're here? And whilst I try to find that one video from a while ago that I guess I can't find because it's been a while. There it is, 2021. Shin Godzilla running from the car. Oh, okay. That video was made, I think, pretty close to the Godzilla is a cannibal. I think from what I remember anyway. Shin Godzilla zipline ride. There, I found it. Here's the video where Shin Godzilla starts running. And then a cop car then a cop car shows up and chases him. And then he just runs away. It's basically it's an Ultra Q reference to Kimor, or however you'd pronounce his name. So let's go to that. As you can see, it's this same map. Lighting might be a little bit messed up, though, but that's fine. So basically, here you go. It's just Shin over here. And then he's gonna start running. Again, like I mentioned, animating the character first, then the camera later, just for the purpose of, hey, check it out. This entire animation is, you can watch it all in from like a different angle and it wouldn't break. And as you can see, those lines signify what the camera is actually looking at. And there he goes. And then here's where I cheated, where he was over here, but now he's back there, which like does not make sense physically, but it's like, if in the context of a video you cut to this shot, it's completely fine. And as you can see, his animation doesn't actually start until way later. That's a sight. That's a sight to behold. Let's try to chase this, because they're actually moving, so I'm going to actually have to chase this animation as well, as funny as that sounds. And there he goes. So, creative process. The creative process. 50s, 60s police siren, because Ultra Q takes place in the 1960s, 1966. So, yeah. Yeah, imagine at night. Shin Godzilla, human size, just like slow runs on the street. And there he goes. Well,
I am Avatar of Destruction,
says someone in the chat. Anyways, any other video that you guys would like to figure out behind the scenes wise, whilst we're all here. Don't worry, I got time. Are you sure? Is that a threat? It is, isn't it? Yep. Godzilla wants everything. Oh, that's a very recent video. Sure. Let's go. There we go. This video's file name is Goji Rocco Dune Baron, as in Baron Harkonnen from Dune. So where are we? So we ended up over here. So as you can see, Godzilla floats in this video. So let's watch it. I think this video is the same, but you might see some things shift. As you can see, his arms are like messed up over here, but the shot's like this. It's a close-up. So anything happening elsewhere does not matter unless you show it. So let's watch it.
But I'm selfish. I'm in my 30s and I want to dig through old theme park stuff.
And like it is, two versions of the shot that you render and then you fade in post.
What about me?
And as you can see, you get this like really cool rim light going on, where I just like placed and binded to his spine bone, and like have it sort of so that it gives out this like interesting volumetric like look from the back, as if like his spines are glowing in a very interesting way. And yes, Jet Jaguar is in this video because Kevin is Jet. Not Kevin as in Ghidorah Third Other Head, as in Kevin Bouchon from Mega 64.
What about me?
Yeah, Godzilla wants everything. He's selfish. Godzilla buys a new car. I've already done that though. If you guys want to get the behind the scenes for Godzilla buys a new car, like the saga, as in the first video, part 2, part 3, and then you get like 2 other videos, which is like Godzilla versus the USSR, and there is one Godzilla versus White. All 5 videos. If you guys wish to find the behind the scenes for those videos, you can go check out Godzilla buys a new car secrets. That was a stream also from last year. Anyways, whilst we need the complete saga. The saga has been completed, as far as I know, because I don't think Rocco has ever continued this story, as far as I know. If Mechagodzilla won, okay. If Mechagodzilla won, some of you guys got really mad at that video, like actually really mad. All because I guess Godzilla got like really mutilated in that video, which I guess definitely was it definitely was a very strange way to do it. But like you guys got really mad at that video, and now that's if I'm able to find it, because like it is my file naming schemes are not the best. They are not the best. Titanode, how dare you, race queen. Just basically, that's a very dark video. I guess it definitely was. You guys were really throwing up arms about it. So now let's see if we're even able to find it, because I'm not doing the best job in being able to find this video, unfortunately. Yeah, it definitely feels like it's lost in all the it's lost in all the file naming schemes that I'm fortunately not doing the best job in being able to find it. But in that case, any other video, any other video that you guys would like to see the behind the scenes for, whilst we're over here. Found it. So I found that video. If Mechagodzilla won, a resultingly very controversial video. So I'll turn the audio down, because this is something that everyone really threw their arms about, and we're gonna. So if you guys don't want to see, don't worry. There's no blood, but yeah, exactly. You're right. It's the same map, the same place, because it's Godzilla versus Kong. It's like so long as it serves the video, it's fine. Same map every time. So if you guys are don't want to see some graphic things, it's not graphic because there's no blood. It's implied. Let's mute, because then we don't have to hear the audio. And where does he cut? He cuts his leg. If you guys are wondering, here, the knife lands on his leg. No wounds, no blood. It's all implied. It's all just camera trickery. Nothing actually happens, but, you know, he's screaming in great agony. As you can see, his head starts to twist in a very weird way after a while. And then, of course, we get to the part where you guys were like, yep, there it is. You guys were really, really mad. You guys were really mad at this video. So, Godzilla is winning. He cut his thighs? Yeah, it landed on his thighs. Sushi Goji. You guys were really mad at this video. But there you go. And then he says, alright, time to eat up. It's your final meal. You're not eating? You better eat up. You guys were really mad at this video. You couldn't believe it. You guys were really throwing your arms about, and especially this, because it's very why. Never do this again, please. I want this to be Godzilla wins. Well, Godzilla wins in the movie. This is a what if. That's why these videos are called ifs. Of course, you guys are probably going, I don't know. You guys are probably wondering why. So, you know, that video was a bit weird. Oh yeah, definitely. The fact that this happens. So let's get out of here and go to something more fine and more friendly. How about this? Let's go to Godzilla steps on Lego. That's a very fine and fun video. To take away from the fact that that all that happened. It's like, hey guys, Godzilla steps on Lego. What if Warbat won? Then Godzilla also wins because Kong wouldn't make his way out of Hollow Earth. You just do that. Now, anyways, let's wait for oh yeah, because this video does take place in an actual map. GM Big City, classic of Gmod maps. The sound was also done in post, except for the VO. If you guys are wondering where the VO of this video came from, it's from Joel, Vinesauce Joel. It was from that video where he was essentially watching that Super Nintendo World video with where Miyamoto basically walks into one of the mazes, and then Miyamoto he intentionally uses one of his his armbands to hit one of those mystery blocks, and then Joel basically paused the video as Miyamoto hits the brick and mocks him having his arm hurt because of him hitting his arm on the brick, and that's how you get that audio, and because of that, basically just use this as the audio, and then we can watch it from afar. As you can see, I did not touch the tail for this video at all just to save up on time. And ultimately it does not matter because I framed it like this, so you wouldn't be able to see the tail anyways, even if I've animated it. Work smart, everyone. What's my audio? My audio is me. I'll pull it back up. And then yeah, and then you just add a helicopter over here just to give it some extra lively elements to the video. I don't understand Japanese, but I know it's very funny. Yeah, so is this very easy video, this very easy idea of a video that has that in its idea has been done to death basically, but I used, you know, Joel's audio to elevate this to new levels. And you get a little bit of a camera shake as he steps. And then you zoom out to reveal the Lego logo. Realize there's actually a glitch. in which the Lego logo technically shows up as it just shows up. Like, that's it. But because your eyes are looking at Godzilla, as it pans out, you don't notice that glitch. Anyways, any other video whilst we're here to be able to just breeze through? Because, oh my god, we have, like, there is technically a lot. Oh yeah, here's this one. It's basically also a GVK in a nutshell type video. This takes place in a map that we all know. You can see this beam comes from nowhere. The idea is that, oh yeah, maybe it came from Godzilla. He basically, prior to this little match right here, helped power up the scepter. Except, you know, he's not here because you never see him in this video. This video is relatively linear because it's one shot. It never cuts. So all things considered, it's pretty much fine. But like it is, you could technically view this video from any other angle that you'd like. So here we have this more orthographic top-down angle. Pretty great, but simple enough of an idea. I thought the Godzilla vs. iPhone thumbnail was him calling somebody at 3 a.m. That's what the thumbnail was for. It's basically to replicate those types of videos of, I guess, people that like to call fictional characters on their phones at 3 a.m. because that'll work. Sure. Teamwork. We can do everything when we have teamwork. As they say, the one who travels fastest travels alone, and the one who travels together travels farthest. That's not how it actually goes, but basically along the lines. Godzilla versus Cloverfield. Sure, when did that happen? That probably was a pretty late enough video. I need to be able to find it. Laughs at you. Some dude do be calling Godzilla at 3 a.m. Oh my, 3 a.m. Oh man. Probably. Okay, there it is. Godzilla versus Cloverfield. Or at least what the title says. I called Korath from Final Wars. So welcome to PAX East, or a mock-up corridor of PAX East, where it's this white emissive material, and then you have windows, and you have the Goji 64 logo. You have essentially this like mock booth that I took from another project file as well. And here's a door. Here's an exit sign. It leads into nowhere, I don't think. It leads into a mirror space that is the same thing, just to set the space. That's how you get this whole thing.
Yeah. It's just not like 2019, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, pandemic happened. Yeah, I guess so.
I guess
Hey,
so.
what?
It's just Cloverfield. He doesn't care. Doesn't seem to care that a pandemic happened. Still going on.
Yeah. It's just not like 2019, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, pandemic happened. Yeah, I guess so.
I guess
Hey,
so.
what?
Pretty cool stuff. Baby Clover. Because other than the fact that Cloverfield Paradox ends with a really big Clover coming out of the clouds and roaring into camera. That's all we have, and that's all we have of knowing how actually big Clover is in real life. Seeing a human-sized Cloverfield is so cursed. Well, seeing a human-sized Godzilla is basically the motif of the entirety of a lot of these videos, if not all of the videos. Let's see. Anything else that I may have? Any of the recent videos that you guys would like to see the Oh, there we go. Godzilla vapes. So did they ask some dude to revert them to human size? Or just Izumi logic? Izumi logic. Don't think too hard. There is absolutely no lore. It's just, haha, Godzilla, but if they were human-sized and they did human things. As you can see, Godzilla's not standing on anything. But it doesn't matter, because it's just because he's framed like this. See, he doesn't fade away because, like it is, you do it all in post, and then you get you basically get a background to fade into in post. And here's a thumbnail. And yeah, you can see the cigarettes. You can see the cigarette smokes coming out of his nose. Very interesting choice. They're very transparent here, which is why I boosted the contrast of the smoke in post. But yeah. One thing I forgot though is that the original idea for this video by someone's comment, they wanted him to smoke the oxygen destroyer, but I completely forgot about that note. So ultimately it's just some vape. Why does the vape look like an Ultraman Beta Spark? Probably because it is. Well, the color scheme does not help if you notice. It's gray, it's silver with a red tip. It really does look like a Beta Spark, doesn't it? Why are Godzilla's eyes so much smaller? You can ask whoever made this model for the CSIS game. Which two? Have any of you guys actually played the City Shrouded in Shadows game? The fact that they had so many Tokusatsu IPs under their belt, and like, I felt like no one really knew about it, or at least I didn't know anything about it. Have you guys played the City Shrouded in Shadows game? And what was it like? I've seen some of the gameplay, and yeah, it's very clunky. Because it's a game that came out in 2018, and it had Godzilla, Ultraman, Ava. Is Gamera in it as well? It's like, it's crazy how they have all those Tokusatsu IPs, but like I felt like it just flew under everyone's belt, despite being a Tokusatsu game. Of course, it doesn't help the fact that you play as a civilian, like escaping from buildings, or like as a civilian and not as a monster, right? And people thought the PS4 game was kind of lukewarm and lackluster. Well, I sure as heck didn't know this existed up until the models start showing up in the workshop. I'm like, see, City Shrouded in Shadows, and all of these like high poly models that felt like they came out of nowhere. But like, it's like they tell you about what it is like to be a human seeing kaijus fight. Yeah, so not very. Then it basically just turns into Super Godzilla on NES in a way. Or and with those, it's kind of like you're playing a sim type game. Not very, not very brawl type tokusatsu games, which people probably want more of. And the fact that we don't get enough of them is criminal. Make more of something like the Pipelines trilogy. Remaster the Pipelines trilogy. Whomever up above who can do it. No, instead we get mobile games that I don't really know if I could care enough. I'm pretty sure if you're a fan, those mobile games do serve their purpose, but of course, then again, like some of you people probably already know, Kaiju Universe, and I'm over here being like, do I really want to touch Roblox for this purpose? I may be forced to. Do comic dub with your models like Vrano, but my videos are already animated. That's pretty counterintuitive. They use the actual suits, despite the fact that they are still stylized enough. And the fact that the head sculpt of this versus the Heisei Godzilla from the PS4 model is still significantly different says something. But yeah. Izumi Chu. The fact that's really funny too. The fact that my channel's name is Izumi CH and no one really knows how to pronounce my name. So Izumi Chu, as in like kissing. Chu. Your animations are so funny. Awesome. Thank you. The only good one is Godzilla Battle Line with all the chibi Godzillas. I remember. Anyways, anything else whilst we're over here, because oh man, we have a lot that I realize I have. Oh, you guys want to see the Rodan video from recently? What's your favorite common rider? I'll probably give it bias because it's the only real one that I've seen, and even then not really in terms of character, but I did grow up with Kamen Rider Ryuki. This is while ago when on Cartoon Network it was straight up called Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. So and before that, our local TV had it in like Malay dub. It was really interesting. So here's this video with the two Rodans sitting over here. Really interesting lighting. Let's watch it. Yes, Izumi Channel.
You are so useless, boy. Why you run away for so many times?
How could you say that?
You want to check out these? You want to check out the attention to detail of the bottles and the oranges and the bowl, having a little bit of a vibration as a monster versus Rodan smacks the table.
How could you say that?
Check out that attention to detail. I mean, not the hardest thing to do. Basically, you just need to know your animation skills, which means nothing.
How could you say that?
And yeah, he's gone. He's completely gone because close-up shot. You don't see him here, but he's still gone here. And the joke is because he says, what does he say? What does he say?
You shouldn't be born in this world.
Yeah, and with another smack of the table, he says, you shouldn't be born in this world. And thus, Monsterverse Rodan proceeds to not be born in the world. That's the joke. That's the joke of the video. Whose voice is that? It's some actor from some movie that we will discuss at a later date when maybe you guys would like to have my fellow friend Soul Junior come along. It would be really great stuff to have. But oh man, what a feat! What a feat! Anything else that I might have? You guys want a sneak peek of a video that is not released yet? Here you go. Here's a sneak peek. One of the other videos that one of the many videos that I have unlisted. You guys have never seen this. So this is very much a first public viewing. Check it out. Godzilla Teaches Math is the title of this video.
Hurry up, Joe. What? What's next? After that, theory. Keep mathematizing. 4. You are crying. Did I even beat you yet? 5. After that, 6.
So if you guys don't know, you guys probably heard this audio before. It came from an actual lobster writing meme video, not meme viral video, where it's basically some guy holding the tip of the pencil, whilst the lobster grabs it off frame and making him like write for real. And here's a pretty cool attention to detail. As you can see, the numbers pop up on the paper.
Hurry up, Joe. 1. What's next? 2. After that, theory. Keep mathematizing. 4. You are crying. Did I even beat you yet? 5. After that, 6.
Now, you're probably thinking, how did I do that? Well, as you can see over here, there is minor clipping going on. As you can see, there's actually 2 pieces of papers. There is a bottom layer that essentially has all the written numbers, and then basically, because this paper model is, you can basically distort the model. I'm able to incrementally clip the numbers into place. But you can see there's clipping going on over here, and you can probably see it as it goes along. Pretty cool ways to make a character write. 3 + 3 = 33. Oh man. Some guy did mention they wanted to watch that video from a while ago. Basically, the one that's based off of like my childhood videos. Now that's if I'm able to figure out when that was made, because it can get very. There, I found it. You guys wanted to watch Godzilla is a Toy. Is Izumi Channel a rename? No, it's the channel's name. That's why it's called Izumi Channel. So here you go. We have Buzz Lightyear, this model from Kingdom Hearts 3, and you have very early Izumi, which only exists in the form of like very early videos. And of course, it's not actually accurate as per the canonical consensus, because this is a video. The audio took place from an event from, like, say, a long time ago, from 11 years ago. So obviously it can't be this. But just for reference, I basically used what was the very early channel avatar version of Konata, which is basically using the Australian gold, the Texas 10 gallon, because oh man, that sure was in fashion, wasn't it? And what did he say?
And me and I and Buzz are gonna.
And me and I and Buzz
commit suicide.
So yeah, why did 11-year-old me say that? That's not very great. Then we get over here, and we have our boy Godzilla, aka Soul Junior, just as bewildered as I am, wondering why would I say that.
What? Commit suicide.
Which, if you guys are wondering what you're listening to, we basically Godzilla here, aka Soul Junior, and I have watched my old videos prior, and we were basically reacting to it. This is the raw audio you're hearing of us reacting to it for real, and I basically just animated on top.
What? Commit suicide.
And yes, Gmod map. Welcome to GM Flat Grass Ramped, because there's a ramp, but you don't see it. Flattywood, very much a Gmod staple to kind of just give it the impressions of what it was like in the channel's early life when I was a Team Fortress Gmod kid. quite the past. But of course, why did my child's self say this?
Commit suicide.
Why would he say that? Or why would she say that? Not very smart. So, that's a lot to get out today. It's already been 2 hours. Which, okay. One thing. We're talking about looking at all these projects. We forgot the one thing that we're supposed to do today. Isn't today supposed to be my birthday? We need to be singing happy birthday at least once. So are you guys ready? Because if you guys are ready, I'll bring out the cake and then we can start to sing happy birthday. Are you guys ready? Days of future past. Are you guys ready to sing happy birthday? If you are, say yes. Yes. You guys ready? Because if you are, I'll pull out the cake and then we can sing it together. Cool. Let's pull out the cake. All right. You guys ready? If you guys are ready, the song will play and we will sing. Let's go. Clap your hands, everybody! Yay! That was a that was quite the birthday song, wasn't it? That was quite the birthday song. Now, of course, as with some of these things, yes, that's based on a video, and yes, that's based on something that happened 8 years ago. If you guys check the thumbnail, as we can see over here, this thumbnail, as you can see, it's me in the middle of the table, but I'm placing my hands in front of my face just in sheer embarrassment. And you have all these kaijus that are somehow smaller and shorter than me. This happened for real 8 years ago. This thumbnail is based on the video, the audio that you just heard. And you can see too, here's an Ultraman Taro. This Ultraman Taro, I picked this model because the kid in the video is wearing an Ultraman Taro shirt. The Godzilla next to me is the only other teenager that was like 1 year younger than me, whilst everyone else, and also barring the Ultraman Cosmos in the back, which is basically like the caretaker. The context is we're at a tuition center. We are at a tuition daycare center. It's all these kids that I'm not like the direct friends with. They're like half my age at this point. So it's all these kids that don't know my name. So they're all just let's listen to the audio one more time. You can hear the caretaker going, "Hurry up!" because this is a tuition center. It's like, all right, let's celebrate, let's sing the happy birthday song, let's get it over with, and then everyone can go back to studying. That's what's happening, and it's all these kids that I'm not friends with, that don't know my name, and so it's just. And they don't. There's a pause in the singing because they don't know who I am. So it's like, that's the experience 8 years ago. No worries. That tuition center has since went long past and is now closed for a long time ago. But yeah, that was the embarrassing birthday experience 8 years ago today. today I can retrospectively laugh at it because it's like, because the fact that I have the video of it is great, because it's like, wow, this happened. This was really sad, but my god, it has all the great comedic timings that you could ever want. The fact that these kids sing so dead of the happy birthday song, and the fact that they pause because they don't know my name. It's really sad, but it's also really goddamn funny. So yeah, thus is the story of this thumbnail and why it was chosen and why I decided to just reference off of something really embarrassing, because you know what? If there's something that no one teaches everyone enough, is that if need not be, you shouldn't take your life, and you shouldn't take especially your past too seriously. Sometimes you just need to be able to laugh at yourself, laugh at that past. Not to say completely brush it off, but acknowledge it. Know that's even if it's really terrible and embarrassing that it happened, and if anything, if you can make it like funny now to your personal benefits, then all the better, because everyone's in on the joke, everyone gets it, and everyone like laughs and has a good day of this really sad but funny story. And thus is, oh man, the fact that I'm going through a lot of beats today without having drinking water too, man. Oh, so you're thinking I'm 160 meters so if everyone here was actually kaiju sized for some reason, which no way, because a lot of these kaijus are having really contradicting size comparisons and heights. As you can see, there's Baragon. There's Baragon right there. They're definitely not their correct heights. You're saying I'm equivalent of 160 like meters. So man, what a giant. Oh man, today has certainly been something. Certainly has been. Whew. So I think this is about the right time that we can almost call it a day. But I do have one more thing that I need to get out, because if for some of you who may not have been here, I did a little thing last year called the Queen live tribute karaoke from last year. It's obviously not going to be something like that, but if we do a little bit of swirling, a little bit of magic, and I say, and we're here. Do any of you guys recognize this set we're on? Maybe not. But some of you guys might know exactly what's about to happen when you see this set, because I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the amps real quick. Are we sounding good tonight? And if you guys are ready, because if you guys are ready, if you guys are ready, type number ones in the chat, please, because I think it's probably right to end the night with a good banger of a song. How's about that? You guys ready? You guys ready? Put some number ones. Give me some number ones. Come on, let's go. 2. Just kidding. 1. I'm probably peaking the mic very bad right now, but that's okay, because we're all about being relaxed, we're all about being chill. I don't wear headphones. Well, hey, good for you, because you're about to have some of the best sounding things, or the most uncontrolled sounding things you'll ever hear. Yeah, but there we go, number ones, all the number ones. If you guys are ready, then we're about to go, because tonight we shall end it how we should for a birthday type video, by singing a song dedicated and made by the fellow streamers that I've been watching for a good amount of time throughout this year. fellow people at Lazulight, NIJISANJI Yen, their song Diamond City Lights. Are you guys ready? All the number ones. If you guys are ready, then we could go. Yo, I'm here. Or back. No more rock and roll birthday. Oh, this is very much going to have some good rocks and rolls, even if not directly. You guys are ready? Let's go. 1, 2. You guys ready? Cool. Let's go. The day I opened up memory's door, I found something that I could live for. Curtain shook as you opened my eyes, and light came rushing inside. Data behind my heart's encryption key. Can you see? Listen and you might hear a melody. Your fire sparked the passion that keeps burning. Magic that helps me to believe. All the colors of the night and the way they helped you hide. I'm learning what it's like to love and be alive. Oh, there will always be a tomorrow. You'll never have to be alone. Diamond City lights illuminate what's inside, and all the love I feel by your side. Decoding these emotions, you're the ocean I wanna dive into tonight. Rainbow colored skies invite us to take a ride. Although the time won't wait, cause it only leaves behind. Don't cry, look in my eyes and you might find a shimmering light that will guide you through the night. Woo! When gray skies take the colors away, I'll paint a rainbow lasting for days and days. Just like the magic that you always share with me. Maybe now you need to believe. As the hands of time progress, it's so easy to forget the miracle that helped you bring me to life. Oh, there will always be a tomorrow. You'll never have to be alone. Diamond City lights illuminate what's inside, and all the love I feel by your side. Decoding these emotions, you're the ocean I wanna dive into tonight. Rainbow skies invite us to take a ride. I know that time won't wait, cause it only leaves behind. Don't cry, look in my eyes and you might find a shimmering light. Now let me guide you. Woo! Ooh, yeah! Let's go to the place. Let's go to the place. Let's go to the place where our happiness won't fade away. If you could only see the joy you show to me, I think you would realize everything we could be. Diamond City lights illuminate what's inside, and all the love I feel by your side. Decoding these emotions, you're the ocean I wanna dive into tonight. Rainbow colored skies invite us to take a ride. I know that time won't wait, cause it only leaves behind. Don't cry, look in my eyes and you might find a shimmering light that will guide you through the night. Diamond lights, rainbow skies, in the night there's no need to hide. The joy in your eyes fills me with light, so let it shine. Woo! Thank you, everybody. Thank you. This has been, even if it was slow, it definitely needed that banger tonight. And I think this is about the right time for me to end. It has been great. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. It really has been great. And if you guys would like more streams, do tell. And if anything, I'm able to bring my friend Soul Jr. over the next time. Thanks, everyone. It's been great. It's been great. Good night. It's been great. I will see you all the next time when I do.